Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM. We're out on the road again here in Melbourne, of course, here at Gells Park, here, of course, talking about softball. But let's go, more importantly, go up to our friends up in the top end, of course, to the NT, and, of course, speak with the Darwin Buffaloes women's football team in the NTFL. And of course, we've got two very special guests on the show right now to tell us a bit about how the season's gone so far. Plus, I know they're currently doing a push-up challenge as well today, and they join us right now. Thanks both for joining us.
Thanks, Will.
Well, I will get both of you to introduce yourselves and tell us what position both of you play on the field.
Hello, my name's Saraya. I play in the back line or in the mid.
Hey, I'm Molly and I play in the ruck or a centre half forward.
Talk a bit about today firstly before we talk about the season. Now, I believe you're doing a push-up challenge at the moment today. Well, your whole team is. How's that travelling?
Well, we haven't started yet. We start this evening, but some of the girls who can't make it to the actual challenge have started doing their pre-recorded push-ups. So it's pretty exciting to see. We've already got about 1,000 push-ups done, so it's not a 4,000. And we've got the boys joining us, which is exciting as well.
So is there a particular push-ups amount that you want to reach today?
100 will do for me. But there's a lot of people joining in, so
I think I'll just stick to the 15. That's
15?
Nah, 15 a minute. Nah, yeah, 100 will do. We've got a lot of girls coming out and we've got the boys coming out too, so I reckon if we both do 100, it'll be fine.
Today, obviously, it's raising some money with these push-up challenge. What is it for?
So the money is just for the women's program, so we can get more of our flying girls to come up and help our team get a run in our team. And our equipment, and
basically just for our club in general.
Yeah, our women's team. Yeah, just our women's program.
You're currently in second position on the ladder. Might be top, I'm not sure. I know that, I guess, are you happy where you are at the moment at this stage of the season?
Yeah, we're pretty happy. We've had 2 buys so far, and we haven't had a loss. So yeah, definitely very happy with our season so far.
How have both of you been going so far in the season yourselves?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've definitely grown as a player since the last season. So yeah, it's pretty good.
I've been pretty consistent so far this season. Just hope that I can keep the consistency up all the way through to the end.
Molly, you don't have to answer this question, but I will ask Saraya this question though. Tell us a bit about your coach.
Yeah, our coach, I think she's definitely a hands-on coach. She's very aware and knows how to deal with, us ladies and stuff like that. So she brings a lot to the table, and I feel like as to why we're winning and being very consistent with the season, she's a big part of the reason. So.
And how special is it to play with each other on the same team?
Yeah, it's good. I think I started playing coming up with Molly and under 80, so it's good to come up and play alongside over the women's team now.
Yeah, no, definitely. We played in a few premierships together. How many premierships? 2? Yeah. We played in 2 premierships together in under 80, and so having her come up to the Premier League this year is really exciting.
How are the 2 premierships that both of you have been involved in? Obviously, they're at the Darwin Buffaloes. Is there one premiership that means the most to both of you?
Well, considering it was my first time playing footy, like ever, I think the second premiership would have been the most important, because seeing how I grew from the first one was really important. And all of the girls really helped me in that area and growing as a player. So.
Yeah, nah. I reckon both of them are pretty important. It's always good to get a premiership for nothing more than this. Pretty good.
Tell us a couple players in your team that's had an awesome season so far, and you can't include yourselves or each other.
I think the players that stuck out the most would be definitely Dom. She's very strong in as a player and on the field. Kylie, Mickey. It's very good to see them play and look up to them as women in our team. So definitely those three that stick out to me for sure.
Yeah, being your bye week again this week, I guess how's the preparations like heading towards the next game? I'm assuming be the following week.
It's like any other week. We've got our push-up challenge, and then we'll just go back to training on Monday and get ready for St. Mary's next Sunday. Just the normal things.
Have you already played St. Mary's already this year? And if so, how have you travelled against them?
Yeah, we played them earlier in the season, I think round 3 or 4 or something. And we just got over the top of them. It was a really good game. They're really good competitors. They've got a lot of knowledgeable girls. Yeah, but we just got over them, which was good. But we'll see how we go next week.
Let's talk a bit about both your football journeys. Now, Molly, you don't have to answer the first one, but I will get Saraya to answer this one. How did you get involved in footy and why did you choose it?
So I started playing when I was 15. So I always wanted to play footy. It was just a matter of when. And my family have always been big Buffalo supporters. So it was always going to be, Buffalo was always going to be the pick. But yeah, I think growing up and playing alongside the girls that are now in the women's team really developed and helped me with my skills like today.
You might as well tell us what position do both of you play on the field, and if you had a preferred position where you'd love to convince the coaches to put you, where would that be?
Well, my position is ruck. I love it. I love playing in the ruck. But if I had to pick another position, it'd probably be somewhere in the forward line, but I get pushed up there anyway, so I can play. I've mainly played in the back line, but coming up in the season playing in the mid, I definitely love it, and I think that would be my preferred position to play.
Other than premierships, do either of you have any highlights throughout both your football journeys, other than winning the 2 premierships?
A lot of highlights. Every year's a highlight.
Yeah, definitely.
Premierships just take it all.
Yeah.
I reckon.
What does the sport of football mean to both of you, especially being there at Darwin Buffaloes?
What it means to me to play sport, especially playing footy with the Buffs girls, it really helped me confidence-wise, and it really pushed me out of my shell and gave me a lot of knowledge, just not on the field, but then learning and growing with the team and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Footy is family, being around the girls, just it's something special. And getting to grow with the girls, me and Saraya, we've been playing together for 3 years now? 4 years? Yeah, 4 years. Building these relationships over years and years it's really special, and getting to play with all these girls, it's like we've become a family really fast. Even when there's new girls coming in, they've just come in and found their place really quickly, and it's really special.
Molly, you don't have to answer this next one because you already answered it before. But Saraya, I will ask you this one, which is, do you have any future ambitions in the sport of footy?
I haven't really thought of it, but I guess like just to play really, and it's not really an ambition, but a lot of the girls, they just really inspire me to play. So I think, yeah, it's a win-win.
And what would be your advice to people that should get involved in footy, Saraya?
Just do it. I feel like if you allow fear or overthink it, you're never going to really get anywhere in life. But just go in there and smash it out, because I think what you get from it is very rewarding. So, yeah.
I'd like to ask both of you this question, and I didn't I wish I asked it when I had Molly on the show a couple of weeks ago, but I'll ask both of you. Well, and obviously both of you played with each other on the same team, winning premierships. So are the premiership players that both of you, are the premiership teams that both of you have played in, how many of those are currently still playing in the Premier League with yourselves?
A few of us. Yeah. Probably a majority of them. Yeah. A lot of the young girls, they really stepped up and then they became a part of the women's Premier League team.
Yeah, there are still girls that played in our premierships that are still playing under 18s as well. Almost all of us are playing footy still.
Is there a couple of girls that we should watch out for out of those premiership teams?
Definitely. I think Dawn, Taylor,
Frida.
Yeah, I feel like they were the core that came up through under 18s up to women.
Yeah.
That are very strong.
How special is that bond over the years?
I mean, it's gone to that place where we just call it, we're just sisters, you know, we all the family over everything, you know. So we really grew up with each other. So I think that's what helped us and made us become very close.
Yeah, definitely. We've built a strong connection on and off the field, so it makes it even easier for us to play together.
Finish off with a couple of light-hearted questions about the team. Any embarrassing moments by anyone on the field that we should know about?
What?
Yeah.
Embarrassing moments. Nah, not that I can remember. Is there anything you can remember?
Not on the field. It's mainly muck around at training, but
Yeah.
we try to keep it very professional looking on the field.
Yeah.
Good comedians in the team we should know about.
Besides Molly, she's always having a crack at training. There's not a time where no one's cracking up laughing because of Molly's jokes. I think we're all equally comedian. I feel like everyone's a comedian. Everyone tries to crack a joke.
Everyone has their
Everyone.
Yeah.
Good dancers we should know about.
Everyone can bust it down.
Yeah, I reckon we're all pretty good dancers, if I say so myself.
Molly especially.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Next question.
I've got a feel I know the answer to this question. Now, any good singers in the team we should know about? I believe we've got a singer in this call.
It's not me, so.
I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah, Saraya.
So, Saraya, I believe you've been on the Voice recently. Is that correct?
Yes.
So how strange was that to come on the Voice, knowing that I believe one of the judges on the Voice is one that you know pretty well.
Yeah. It was all actually like, it all happened pretty quick, and I wasn't aware how quick and how crazy everything would have been after. But yeah, so my auntie was one of the coaches on the show, and she didn't know until obviously she turned around that I was going on, because I had to keep it a big secret. But yeah, it was pretty crazy now that I think about it.
Were you aware at all, like when you came on the show, that she was there, like judging?
Well, they emailed everyone out, like the panel of judges that will happen for that season. So I didn't know until I think before I left Darwin to head down to Sydney, and I was a bit scared because I didn't know what the outcome was going to be until obviously I performed. But yeah, it was actually really scary. But yeah.
Now, obviously, there was pretty much, I think all the judges turned around, I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me correct. So who did you choose as your coach?
I ended up choosing Rita Ora as my coach. Yeah, it was a big thing in the, I guess everyone freaked out as to why I didn't choose my auntie, but yeah, ended up picking Rita.
So what did you learn from Rita?
Well, I had a good think about it, like obviously heading down to Sydney. My whole thing with choosing a coach, I wanted to have a different perspective of performing and coaching from someone else. Obviously, she's my auntie, so I'd always have that conversation and I'll always be able to talk to her about it. So having someone else was just something that I wanted to try out and see where it would go.
Do you see any differences in regards to what you've learned from your auntie Jess and obviously from Rita?
I think I've never had that question before, but if I'm going to be honest, not as much. I think they both have very similar ways of singing and how they teach it, but I guess it was just a good experience knowing that I could like look to her for something, but not much of a difference, I'd say.
Mm. Have you been staying in contact with your coaches?
Not really, mainly my auntie, but yeah, no.
We'll get back to the footy scene for now. I know we spoke a lot about the voice just a moment ago. Do either of you have a pre-game superstition or ritual?
Well, I already told you mine. It was just about my hair. Not sure why I'm so superstitious about my hair, but if I'm having an off game, I'll take down my hair and put it back up as many times as I need.
I never really thought of mine. I think it's just being in the right mood. If I'm not listening to the right songs to get me in that vibe, then it's just not going to be, I'm just not going to have a good game. But yeah, just my song choices, I guess.
Do either of you have a pump-up song to hype yourselves up before a game?
I think for me, anything Beyonce or like Cardi B or something like that.
Yeah. I have this one song that I try to listen to before every game. Forget who sings it, J. Cole, Middleton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a good song. But just listening to whatever's on the speakers that the girls are playing to, it's good.
We'll finish off this last two. Any good nicknames in the team we should know about?
Oh, not really. I think when I first started playing footy, one of the girls ended up calling me Saraya because my name is Saraya.
Oh, right, okay.
It just kind of stuck. And then, yeah, I don't think any other nicknames.
Just like short names, that's all.
Molly now, she always gives everyone nicknames, so.
Got you out there. Now, the last one is anyone on the team have copped any falcons this year?
No, we still haven't had a falcon. Not in our team. No, we haven't even had a falcon yet. It's pretty good. I reckon we've had a few at training though.
Is there any names that you want to tell us?
I can't remember who it was. But there was one at training the other week. I do remember one.
Well, both of you, thank you so much for getting up your time to join us. It's awesome having both of you on the show. And best of luck for next week's game and against St. Mary's. And let's hope all goes well for the Buffs in 2021 and 22, of course. And hopefully you can stay on track to hopefully snatch top spot from Nightclub Tigers once you eventually verse against them a bit later on in the season.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries. And that's Molly and Saraya. They're joining us from the Darwin Buffaloes women's football team. And of course, if you are in the top end and you want to get involved, want to go and support the Buffaloes in 2021-22, of course, we'll put all the details up on their schedule coming up between now and Christmas. of course, and how you can go about watching their games in 2022 as well. There's more on the Smash Sport Show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.